The Republic of Liberia, a nation founded by freed American slaves in the 19th century, has a history marked by struggle, resilience, and transformation. This story spans from its inception in 1847 through the turbulent years of civil war to its recent strides under the leadership of notable presidents. This narrative aims to capture the essence of Liberia's journey, highlighting key figures and events that have shaped its path to independence and beyond. Early settlement and independence, early 18th century, 1847. In the early 18th century, a group of freed slaves, driven by the hope of a new beginning, arrived on the shores of West Africa. Among them was Elijah Johnson, a leader with a vision. The early 18th century saw the arrival of freed American slaves on the coast of West Africa, seeking to establish a new home. Led by figures like Elijah Johnson, these settlers faced immense challenges, from harsh environmental conditions to tensions with the indigenous population. They settled at Cape Mesurado, laying the foundations of what would become Liberia. However, the land was not uninhabited. King Peter, a powerful Dey leader, viewed the newcomers with suspicion and concern. The arrival of the settlers was met with suspicion by local leaders such as King Peter, leading to the Dey Settler War of 1822. This conflict saw notable figures like Matilda Newport, known for her bravery, and Jehudi Ashman, an agent of the American Colonization Society, playing crucial roles in defending the settlement and negotiating peace. Realizing the need for peace, Elijah Johnson and Jehudi Ashman initiated negotiations with King Peter. Through dialogue and understanding, they reached a pivotal agreement. The peace agreement paved the way for the establishment of Liberia as a new nation. On July 26, 1847, Liberia declared its independence, becoming the first African republic and a beacon of hope for freed slaves seeking sovereignty. Joseph Jenkins Roberts, a former settler, was elected as the first president, leading the nation with a vision of unity and progress. The Tubman and Tolbert eras, 1944-1980. From 1944 to 1971, President William V.S. Tubman, who led Liberia for 27 years, implemented the unification policy aimed at bridging the gap between the Americo-Liberians and indigenous communities. President William V.S. Tubman's long tenure was marked by efforts to integrate the diverse communities within Liberia. His unification policy sought to foster national unity and economic development. Tubman's era saw significant infrastructure development and increased foreign investment, laying the groundwork for modern Liberia. From 1971 to 1980, William R. Tolbert Jr. continued Tubman's policies, but faced increasing opposition due to economic difficulties and demands for political reform. President William R. Tolbert Jr. succeeded Tubman and attempted to continue his predecessor's policies. However, his administration struggled with economic challenges and rising political dissent. Calls for political reform and greater representation for indigenous Liberians grew louder, setting the stage for future upheavals. Coup and Civil War, 1980-2003. In 1980, Samuel Doe led a coup, marking the first time an indigenous leader took power. His rule, however, was marred by corruption and human rights abuses. Samuel Doe's coup in 1980 marked a significant shift in Liberia's political landscape. As the first indigenous leader, Doe's rise to power was initially welcomed by many. However, his regime soon became synonymous with corruption, repression, and human rights violations, leading to widespread dissatisfaction and unrest. By 1989, Liberia was plunged into civil war as Charles Taylor's National Patriotic Front of Liberia began its campaign to overthrow Doe, leading to a brutal conflict. The Civil War began in 1989 when Charles Taylor's National Patriotic Front of Liberia launched a rebellion against Doe's government. This brutal conflict, marked by widespread violence and atrocities, devastated the nation. Taylor eventually emerged as a dominant figure, but the war left Liberia in ruins and deeply divided. The election of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, 2005. In 2005, Liberia made history by electing Ellen Johnson Sirleaf as its president. As Africa's first female head of state, she faced the immense task of rebuilding a nation ravaged by years of civil war. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's election in 2005 marked a historic moment for Liberia and Africa. As the first female president, Sirleaf inherited a country in desperate need of reconstruction. Her administration focused on restoring economic stability, securing international aid, and promoting women's rights. Her leadership earned her a Nobel Peace Prize in 2011 for her efforts in promoting peace and women's empowerment. During her tenure, Sirleaf focused on restoring Liberia's economy, securing international aid, and promoting women's rights. Her efforts earned her a Nobel Peace Prize in 2011. Sirleaf's tenure saw significant strides in economic recovery and development. She worked to rebuild Liberia's shattered infrastructure, improve healthcare and education, and foster a more inclusive society. Despite numerous challenges, including corruption and political opposition, Sirleaf's legacy is one of resilience and progress. The rise of George Weah, 2018. In 2018, George Weah, a celebrated football star, assumed the presidency. His administration aimed to tackle corruption, improve infrastructure, and uplift education and healthcare. George Weah's rise from a football icon to Liberia's president in 2018 was a testament to his enduring popularity and commitment to his country. Weah promised to fight corruption, improve infrastructure, and enhance education and healthcare services. His presidency brought renewed hope, particularly among Liberia's youth. Weah's presidency faced significant challenges, including economic instability and corruption allegations. Despite this, he made strides in infrastructure and youth empowerment. Weah's administration faced numerous hurdles, including economic instability and persistent corruption allegations. However, he made notable progress in improving roads, schools, and healthcare facilities. Weah also focused on empowering the youth through sports and education programs, aiming to create a brighter future for the next generation. Joseph N. Boakai's political influence. Joseph N. Boakai, former vice president and a key political figure, continued to advocate for agricultural development and political stability. Joseph N. Boakai, who served as vice president under Sirleaf, remained a significant political figure. Known for his dedication to agricultural development and political stability, Boakai continued to influence Liberia's political landscape. His advocacy for sustainable agriculture aimed to bolster Liberia's economy and ensure food security. The path forward. Liberia's journey from the ashes of civil war to a hopeful future continues. The resilience of its leaders and people stands as a testament to their unwavering spirit. Liberia's path forward is one of hope and resilience. The nation's leaders and citizens have shown remarkable determination in rebuilding their country and striving for a brighter future. The road to independence and beyond is a story of overcoming adversity and working towards peace and prosperity. The road to independence and beyond for Liberia is a story of resilience, leadership, and hope. As the nation looks to the future, its people remain united in their quest for peace and prosperity. Liberia's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the enduring dream of freedom. From its founding as a haven for freed slaves to its recovery from civil war, Liberia's journey reflects the strength and spirit of its people. The future holds challenges, but the nation's resilience and unity provide a solid foundation for continued progress.